Hello guys, it's me, King Mumsy, and in today's video I'm gonna be talking about which characters I predict we will see as DLC for Jump Force Season 3. By the way, yes, the characters that you're gonna be seeing on this prediction list is going to be very different from the characters that you've probably already seen on my wish list. Link in the description to that video, by the way, in case you haven't already watched it. Oh, and by the way guys, if you like the video and the content I put out on this channel in general, then please be sure to subscribe, as about 95% of the viewership that I usually get from this channel is from people who aren't subscribed yet, so it would really help me out a lot if you guys do subscribe, as I'm trying to hit 100 subscribers on this channel by the end of this year, and it's also the best way for you guys to stay fully up to date with my content if you want to see more of it. So you guys subscribing to my channel would be very much appreciated. And now with that out of the way, let's get right into the video. Now, the one thing I've noticed when it comes to the previous DLC passes for Jump Force is that each one has at least 5 character types. For example, you've got the rival character, the mentor character, the female character. Also, take in mind that these female characters also count as mentor characters as well, the ally slash friend type character, and finally you have the villain. That's the 5 character types that have already been established in both Season 1 and Season 2, and I definitely think that Season 3 will also follow this trend as well, and I also think that it will only have 5 DLC characters just like Season 2 did. Also, there's a slight chance that the Big 3 may be making a comeback for Season 3. So I'll be doing 2 different prediction lists, one with and one without the Big 3, and then by the end of the video I'll be deciding which one I think will be more likely to happen for Season 3 and why. I'm gonna be starting off by predicting the list that won't have the Big 3 in it. Now then, let's start off with the rival character and who I think it will be for Jump Force Season 3. I think it's gonna be Yuno from Black Clover, a pretty obvious choice and one that makes the most sense, as there aren't any other notable rival characters that Spike can take into the game from other series that aren't already in the game, with the exception of Black Clover. Not to mention that Yuno has been arguably the most highly requested Black Clover character even before the game's official launch, because many fans want to duke it out with Astor and his rival in this weekly Shonen Jump anniversary game, and have been waiting for the longest time now. Now granted, Yuno's chances are not 100% guaranteed, but his chances of making it in Season 3 as DLC are still very high nonetheless. Also, yes, I'm aware that Yuno's outfit is coming to the game for CACs, but guys, remember that this is not the only outfit that Yuno has worn in the series. He has his old original outfit and his elf outfit as well that he wore during the Elf Invasion arc. Now obviously they're gonna go with the latter option as it is one of Yuno's most recent fits. Also, it doesn't matter regardless, because like I said in my Jump Force Season 3 wishlist video, they're gonna add Yoruichi's DLC soon, and her outfit was already in the game way back in Season 1. So yeah, Yuno still has a high chance of making it in for Season 3 with or without that attire. Now next up we have the female character, and I think it's gonna be Noelle from Black Clover. Yes, I'm serious. I genuinely think that we're gonna get 2 Black Clover characters as DLC for the Season 3 pass, especially since they've gone 2 whole seasons without giving us a single Black Clover character as DLC, while My Hero has like 4 characters now. Not to mention that there aren't any other notable female characters from other series that they could add into the game as DLC, obviously not counting the Big 3 of course. Also, Noelle has a very unique kit that would make for a great moveset in a game like Jump Force, as she would be the only character in the game that uses water type abilities, and it would also be a perfect opportunity for them to add in a water type element for CACs in the game. She's also arguably been the second most requested Black Clover character for the game, one of the most heavily requested female characters for the game as well, and she is also a very popular main character within the Black Clover series alongside Yuno and Asta as well, so I definitely think that Noelle has the best chance of being the female DLC character for Season 3. Also, like Yuno, her outfit is also in the game already as well, but they could always use her Magic Knight's outfit instead, as that was also one of her most recent fits in the series. Now, moving on to who I think the mentor character is going to be, we have Endeavor. Now, I know most of you are looking at this thinking, wait, Mamzi, how is Endeavor a mentor character? Well, it's quite simple, my lovely people. By the way, very minor spoilers ahead for the anime onlys. After a Christmas party that happens in the manga, Shoto approaches Deku and Bakugo and invites them to join him as interns for Endeavor, which both Deku and Bakugo happily accept. So in other words, Endeavor is pretty much their mentor now. Well, at least for now anyways. But regardless, he's a character that I can imagine that they would pull from the My Hero series as DLC for a game like Jump Force, especially after the hype of the Season 4 season finale that is still fresh in people's minds even today. Endeavor's just become a super popular character and a very likable one as well among the My Hero fans ever since the start of his redemption arc in both the anime and manga until now, so there's no way they won't decide to include him in as DLC for Season 3, especially since they've already added at least one My Hero character's DLC for each season, so this will most likely be no different, and he is also All Might's rival and Shoto's dad after all. Now it's time for the villain character, and I honestly think that it's gonna be Diavolo from JoJo's Part 5 Golden Wind. They're already planning to add Jono this season, so adding his arch enemy for the next season would make perfect sense as well, especially since you already have Gold Experience Requiem already fully awakened in Jump Force, just like he was during the final fight against Diavolo and King Crimson, so that is something to take into account. Also, you already have Dio and Johto in the game, who are both the main character and villain of Part 3, so the same thing would apply here to Jono and Diavolo, who are both also JoJo characters who are both the main character and villain of Part 5, which is basically following a very similar pattern in case you couldn't tell. Now, are Diavolo's chances of making it in super high? No, of course not. But not counting the big three, they are higher than most anime villains out there that they could likely add as DLC for Jump Force Season 3. Now, moving on to the final character on this prediction list, we have the ally slash friend type character, who I think is going to be Kurama from Yu Yu Hakusho, which would be following the recent success of Hiei's inclusion into Jump Force as a DLC character for Season 2. Kurama just makes the most sense in my honest opinion. He was the most highly requested Yu Yu Hakusho character after Hiei after all, so I don't see why they wouldn't include him as DLC for Season 3, especially since his kit would make for an amazing moveset. Now, this is how I imagine the Season 3 DLC lineup would look like, but without the big three of course. Now let's discuss how the Season 3 DLC lineup would look like if they decided to include the big three characters instead. Yuno would still be the rival character for Season 3, my stance on that hasn't changed one bit, and the same also goes for Endeavor being added as the mentor character for the game as well, so all that's left now are the female villain and friend slash ally slots. First off, we have the female character, who I think is going to be Sarada Uchiha from the Naruto and Boruto series. The reason why is because Sarada's become somewhat of a popular figure within the series among fans for the past several years now, with her popularity rivaling that of Boruto's, which is ironic as they're both the respective children of Naruto and Sasuke. I don't see them adding any other female characters from Dragon Ball or One Piece or other Naruto female characters like Sakura or Hinata for example. Sarada just seems like the more possible choice as a female candidate for the game that makes the most sense to me. Now moving on to who I think the villain character would be, it of course would have to be Katakuri from One Piece. He's recently become one of the most popular characters and villains within the series due to his fight with Luffy in both the anime and manga, and also just due to his overall character. Big Mom and Kaido are way too big to include in a game like Jump Force and don't really have the same type of attraction that Katakuri does, and it's been way too long now since the Doflamingo fight with Luffy. I swear to God, I did not mean to actually do that on purpose. But yeah, anyways, his chances of getting in over Katakuri are definitely super low at this point in time. So yeah, overall, I think that Katakuri would most likely be the villain character that they would include from the big three for Jump Force Season 3. Yeah, he's taller than Blackbeard, which might lower his chances a bit, but all they would have to do is pull a Smash Bros. Ridley and basically shrink him down to a reasonable size for Jump Force in order to have him playable in the game, and I'm pretty sure no one would have a problem with that. Now moving on to the final character on this specific list, I think it's gonna be Gohan, who takes the role of the ally slash friend type character. By the way, no, not young Super Saiyan 2 Gohan, but adult Gohan. And the reason why I say this is because he's been a heavily requested Dragon Ball character before even the launch of the game, and is easily one of the most popular characters in the series and has been for decades now, despite some of the hates he gets here and there. So if they were to include another Dragon Ball rep for the game, it would most definitely be him without a doubt. Now to decide which prediction list will be the one that will most likely happen, in my opinion, the one with the big three or the one without it. Personally, I'm gonna go on a whim here and choose the prediction list without the big three in it. The reason why is because of how they've handled things with Season 2 by including no big three characters, so I have a feeling that the same will probably hold true for Season 3 as well, especially if Season 2 manages to bring in the money and profit that Bandai is hoping for. But I could be wrong, so for now we'll just have to wait and see, as the chances of the big three getting in with more characters in a DLC Season 3 pass are still somewhat 50-50 in my honest opinion. But what do you guys think? Do you think that Bandai will bring back more big three characters for Season 3 or not? Also, what do you think of my two prediction lists, and which one do you think is more likely to happen? Be sure to let me know down in the comment section below. Also, if you disagree with either one or both, then definitely let me know your predictions for the Season 3 DLC pass in the comment section down below as well. If you haven't already, also don't forget to leave a like on the video and subscribe for more Jump Force content. This is your boy King Mamzi signing out. Take care and peace.